Governor Kunji Saab, Dr. Musaddiq Saab, I see Chief Minister Shah Saab is making his way. Eminent panelists, distinguished delegates, industry leaders, practitioners, a very good morning and assalamu alaikum. Over the last few weeks, I have been in Washington and in Riyadh, so I thought we can maybe start with some of the key themes and the messages that I picked up from these two capitals. Starting with the world economy before we come to Pakistan, तो by and large ये देखा जा रहा है कि whatever was expected earlier on in the year, the world economy has actually fared out better and has been more resilient than was expected. And therefore, some of the global GDP numbers have been revised upwards as well. और उसकी कई वजूहात हैं, कुछ tactical हैं with respect to the tariff and the tariff regimes and the fact that the country is more, by and large, did not go for tit for tat, and therefore the mutually assured disruption जिसका खतरा था वो उस तरह नहीं pan out हुई जैसे पहले बात की गई. But also a number of countries who were conducting structural reforms and they are on their way. The role of the private sector, जो मेरे से पहले speakers बात कर चुके हैं, all have played a very important role in building that resilience in the world economy. और जब हम FII में थे यहाँ रियाद में last week, again the same messaging in terms of scaling back the role of the government, private sector investment, और जो अभी डॉक्टर मुसद्दिक साहब ने बहुत बड़े अच्छे तरीके से बात की है कि productivity led economic growth. These are the key themes which are coming up in addition to obviously the AI investment and the potential around that, especially in Global South. अब इसमें, having said that, everything is not hunky-dory because there is geopolitical tensions, rising protectionism, change in the global rule-based order, disruption ना भी कहें, but changing supply chains. A lot of that is leading and will continue to play an important role in defining the uncertainty which is still out there. And therefore, all economies, all emerging economies, including Pakistan, will have to be careful around the exogenous shocks which cannot be ruled out, and therefore building and continue to build fiscal and external buffers. अब ज़रा अगर पाकिस्तान पे आएँ तो मैक्रो स्टेबिलिटी की तो बहुत बात हो चुकी है, and we have seen external validations around that, whether it's the three global rating agencies which upgraded us and they are aligned in terms of their outlook for Pakistan as well. And as you know, we are under the fund program, so the second review went well and we had a staff level agreement announced in Washington, and inshallah it goes to the board in early December. But macro stability, I keep on saying, and I think one of the speakers earlier mentioned that as well, it's not an end in itself, right? It's means to an end. Or from my perspective, it's very simple. It's basic hygiene. Local investors, foreign investors, उसके लिए ये जो मुआशी इस्तेहकाम की बात है, that is very important. And और इसमें मैं अभी जो देख रहा हूँ कि जो अभी स्टॉक एक्सचेंज की बात होती है, बट आप सारे यहाँ प्रैक्टिशनर्स बैठे हैं, द कॉर्पोरेट प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी, एंड इट्स नॉट जस्ट द बैंक्स बाय द वे, अभी हसनी साहब ने उसके बारे में बात की, अभी जो यूसुफ साहब हैं उन्होंने बैंकिंग पे बात की, बट अक्रॉस सेक्टर्स the corporate profitability for the first 9 months has gone up by 14%. In the first 3 months of this fiscal year, it has gone up close to 9%. So, इसमें एक underlying जो strength है of the corporate sector which is coming through, and these are numbers which you can obviously verify yourself. The other thing, Yusuf Saab यहाँ बैठे हैं as president of OICCI. Their survey has just come out, and having reviewed that survey, now 73% of the CEOs who are part and members of the Overseas Chamber have now said that Pakistan is a viable investment destination, and this is up from 61%. So once again, these are existing investors, और ये बड़ा important है, अगर existing investors are not in a good place, you cannot talk about further FDI. So I would say we have a long way to go, but these are all good indicators कि हमारी जो direction of travel है और जो हमारी सिमत है, we are moving in the right direction. The second thing I would say is कि इसकी पहले भी बात की गई है कि जो diplomatic gains हुई हैं, we do find at this point in time confluence of factors for Pakistan which puts us in a relatively good position. And that confluence of factors is the macro stability combined with what I call the geopolitical tailwinds. तो हमारे जो traditional partners रहे हैं, China, US, GCC, Saudi Arabia in particular, ये सब partners वो हैं जिन्होंने हमें funding provide की, bilateral support दी, fund के program में इनके executive directors ने हमारे बहुत support की, but now we have a real opportunity to translate all of this into trade and investment flows led by the private sector. गवर्नमेंट का सिर्फ इतना काम है कि हम इकोसिस्टम जो है उसको हम प्रोवाइड करते रहें, जो अभी डॉक्टर मुसद्दिक साहब ने भी उसका जिक्र किया, and the areas we all know, minerals and mining, IT, agriculture, pharma, वो सब आपको you have a very clear view on that. And this is not just about the traditional economy, because कई दफ़ा हमारी जो ज़्यादा focus रहता है वो traditional economy पे रहता है, but the new economy. And talking to the Maritime Conference yesterday, जो इस वक्त potential है in the blue economy is huge. And I won't go into that because I talked about it in detail yesterday. That's one. और फिर AI पे बहुत बात हुई है. And this is again, the ball is in our court to provide that ecosystem, to provide that digital infrastructure, जिसके basis पे हम AI को हम और जो digital और AI led growth को हम कैसे आगे लेकर जाएं. And yesterday being at the event where Google executives were there in Islamabad, क्योंकि बड़ी बात होती है कि MNCs आ रहे हैं, MNCs जा रहे हैं, तो उसमें I think it's fantastic that not only their Chromebook उसमें growth आ रही है, but they have decided to open an office in Pakistan and make Pakistan a technical and export hub, which I think is great news. और इसमें जो हमें जो knowledge based economy की बात हो रही है, उसमें what we have to do is to essentially make sure कि again referring to जो डॉक्टर साहब ने बात की है, डॉक्टर मुसद्दिक ने, कि जो knowledge economy है, to equip our young men and women with the right knowledge base and bring them up the curve. आज भी आपकी third largest freelancer population है. ये बात नहीं है कि गवर्नमेंट ने कितनी नौकरियां देनी है. These young men and women are already doing what they are doing, but we need to equip them. कि अगर आज वो कोडिंग कर रहे हैं, $2, $3, $4 पे कोडिंग कर रहे हैं, and the blockchain center which has just been set up through a very generous gift from an American Pakistani, उन्होंने $13 million दिया है. लम्स में ये ब्लॉकचेन का सेंटर उन्होंने क्रिएट किया है. And if we can train our young men and women so they can do now coding at $10 or $12 or $14, उनके लिए भी बेहतरी है, मुल्क के लिए भी बेहतरी है. So I think ये जो न्यू इकोनॉमी की बात है, इस पे बहुत फोकस हमारा इस वक्त है, और we will continue to go in that direction. The structural reforms. ये 2 दिन पहले the economic team sat down and we had a very detailed presser. ज़फ़र साहब आपने भी मुझे उसके बाद मैसेज भेजा. ये जो अभी यूसुफ साहब ने भी बात की है, मैं बिल्कुल इसके साथ एग्री करता हूँ कि ये अगर हमने आगे चीज़ें लेकर जानी है, इट हैज़ टू बी होल ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट अप्रोच. आपने काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स की बात की है, but the fact that the energy minister was there, the IT minister was there, the privatization minister was there, and we had Chairman FBR, we had Finance Secretary, and we talked about at length, okay, when we are talking about structural reforms in the country, we are not in a design phase. We are operationalizing them and we are sort of taking them forward. क्योंकि ये बड़ी बात होती है कि जी इस्लाहात नहीं होंगी तो नहीं, तो इस्लाहात क्या होती हैं? And I, you know, all of you who have watched the presser, उस पर हमें ज़रूर feedback दें, और अगर उसमें कोई हमें acceleration चाहिए, आपकी कोई उसमें advice होगी तो वो हम ज़रूर on board लेंगे, because no one has the final word on wisdom. But from our perspective, over the last 1.5 years, we have been in the implementation mode, whether it's taxation, energy, SOEs, privatization. On the public finance side, we talked about right sizing, pension reforms and debt servicing. और मैं इस पर सिर्फ 2 मिनट लूँगा, because taxation की हमेशा बात होती है, and it's all, we've increased the revenue base, और उसमें we've done that by through deepening and widening. और deepening ये है कि all those sectors where we have had leakages, और leakages को is an euphemism quite frankly for corruption and चोरी, उसके अलावा और कुछ नहीं बात हो सकती. Those we call leakages, and that's where the role of technology comes in, where AI-led CRM, AI-led invoicing, AI-led monitoring, जहाँ हमें सेल्स टैक्स, whether it's the sugar sector, whether it's the cement sector, ये tobacco में हम लेके जा रहे हैं, इसको beverages में लेकर जा रहे हैं, और हमने परसों ये बड़े वो जो numbers हैं वो visibly प्रेशर में बताए हैं कि ये ऐसी बात नहीं है कि हमको हवा में बात कर रहे हैं. This is where the industries have already paid up because they recognized that this is what they owed to the government, and the rest of the sectors are also going to be captured. 9 lakh new filers आए हैं, and that's where the widening part sort of comes in as well. And this transformation is going on in terms of people, process, technology. And a couple of weeks back when we were in Washington, तो हमें वर्ल्ड बैंक ने कहा कि जो इस वक्त ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन चल रही है FBR के सिलसिले में, आप आके उसकी केस स्टडी बयान कीजिए. And we did. And I can tell you that the Egyptian, उसमें कई finance ministers थे, the Egyptian finance minister walked up to me and said कि जी हम यही इस किस्म की इस्लाहात इजिप्ट में लाना चाहते हैं, तो या मैं अपनी टीम यहाँ भेजूँगा या आप अपनी टीम हमें यहाँ भेज दें. तो देखें ये एक ऐसी चीज़ है जिसके बारे में हम बात तो बहुत कर सकते हैं कि जी इस्लाहात हैं कि नहीं है. If these are getting recognition, और उसमें जैसे जहाँ भी कमी बेशी है उस पर ज़रूर हमें हमारी आप इस्लाह कीजिए, and we would want to take it forward. But there is recognition coming through. Energy side पे, on the power side, I think we are on our way. On the petroleum side, we still have work cut out. SOEs में जो reforms हुई हैं और privatization, that's one agenda where we did not do well. Privatization side पे जो हमारा ख्याल था कि हम पिछले साल कुछ assets को will be able to privatize, we could not. I thought कि मोहम्मद अली साहब आज होंगे, लेकिन I think उनकी कोई flight का issue हुआ. But he went into a lot of detail in the presser on Monday in terms of where we are with respect to the 24 SOEs which are now at the Privatization Commission. So the first asset here which has been privatized, which is a small bank, but it's been acquired by one of the largest conglomerates in UAE, and they have very big plans about what they want to do with the footprint and, more importantly, the digital agenda of that bank. So it's not about that $14.5 million जो आ रहे हैं, उसके बाद जो multi-million dollar की investment है, that is more important. The way we have seen with Mashreq Digital and the investment that's been made there. PIA की privatization, we are very hopeful that inshallah before the year is out, we will see that through the finishing line. 3 discos हैं जिसकी उन्होंने बात की, जहाँ Alvarez and Marcel is the sell-side advisor, and how we are sort of taking that forward. हमने वहाँ बात की right sizing of the federal government. मैं यहाँ इस forum पे शायद पहले भी बात कर चुका हूँ कि I have a lot of time and respect for Dr. Ishrat, and in one of the previous administrations I think he did a fantastic job in terms of analyzing कि ये जो various ministries and attached departments क्या करना है, तो अगर आपने वो pressure देखा है, तो we have already actioned 39 ministries हैं, more than 400 attached departments, and about 70% of the work is done in terms of merging the ministries, in terms of some of the departments which are being closed. किसी को पसंद है, किसी को नहीं पसंद है, but the point is कि Utility Services Corporation is closed, POSCO is in the process of being closed, and it's not a question of a few people here or there, और वो हम उनको पूरे पैकेजेस दे रहे हैं जिस तरह एक मुनासिब तरीके से प्राइवेट सेक्टर में सेपरेशन की जाती है. It's actually the subsidy and the corruption associated with that subsidy which is the real cost to the exchequer. And that's why what we are doing, and we will inshallah continue to do that, so that हम इसको प्राइवेट सेक्टर के इसके हवाले करते जाएं. पेंशन रिफॉर्म्स की बात होती है तो आफ्टर लॉन्ग टाइम वी आर नाउ ऑन टू अ कंट्रीब्यूटरी स्कीम. तकरीबन 8,000 हमारे जो नए गवर्नमेंट के हमारे कॉलीग्स ने ज्वाइन किया है. नाउ दे आर ऑन डिफाइंड कंट्रीब्यूशन. तो जो स्टॉक है वी स्टिल हैव एन इशू, बट एटलीस्ट वी हैव स्टॉप द ब्लीडिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ हाउ वी टेक थिंग्स फॉरवर्ड. एंड ऑन द डेट सर्विसिंग साइड देखें, ये सिंगल लार्जेस्ट एक्सपेंस आइटम है फॉर द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ पाकिस्तान. तो पॉलिसी रेट नीचे आ रहा है, उससे डेट सर्विसिंग की कॉस्ट कम हो रही है. लेकिन आई एम वेरी क्लियर विद आवर डेट मैनेजमेंट ऑफिस, और ये थोड़ी सी टेक्निकल बात है, मैंने पेशावर में भी की थी. व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू इज़ टू क्रिएट एन अल्फा. अगर पॉलिसी रेट नीचे आ जाए और उतना ही डेट सर्विसिंग नीचे हो जाए तो फिर ना मेरी की ज़रूरत है ना डेट मैनेजमेंट ऑफिस की ज़रूरत है. वो तो ऑटोमेटिक उसका एक सिस्टम है इन टर्म्स ऑफ द वाटरफॉल. सो व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू इज़ टू डू लायबिलिटी मैनेजमेंट ट्रेड्स in terms of the domestic debt, ताकि जो भी हम बचा सकें, every million and every billion counts. Whatever we bring in, to bring it into our contingency funds or move it to other social sectors. तो इसमें अब असफर साहब जो आपकी टॉपिक है आज की इस कॉन्फ्रेंस का, मैं उस पर आऊँगा. So first of all, as far as the structural reforms are concerned, we absolutely need to stay the course. This बड़ा consistent messages है. Internally, bilateral partners, multilateral partners, we need to stay the course. लेकिन जहाँ हमें course correction की ज़रूरत है, और वो course correction की ज़रूरत अभी डॉक्टर मुसद्दिक साहब ने बात की है और मैं उस पर ज़रूर बात करूँगा. There are two areas which I continue to call existential threats for Pakistan: population and climate change. और इसमें दोनों चीज़ों पे the real sense of urgency, population की मैं हर जगह बात करता हूँ, is not only the 2.5% number which is a headline number. हम जितनी भी growth कर लें, अगर 2.5% ही हमारी growth रही population की, in real terms we are not going to get there where we want to get to 2047 inshallah when we get to be 100 years. और उसका जो derivatives हैं वो ज़्यादा important हैं. Child stunting, learning poverty, which is really girls out of school, those are the real issues which we need to fix, and fix now. We are absolutely very clear, I am very clear कि जो population वाला है ये in one form, shape or the other, we need to address this issue now. And the second thing is जो डॉक्टर साहब खुद उसको लीड कर रहे हैं, climate change. और इसमें ज़रूर ये बात होती है कि हमारे पास फाइनेंसिंग है और ये हमारे साथ कितना बुरा सलूक हो रहा है कि हम emissions नहीं करते, adaptation की हमें चाहिए. लेकिन मेरी हमेशा एक गुजारिश रही है सबके साथ कि जो है उसको तो इस्तेमाल करें. अगर कंट्री पार्टनरशिप फ्रेमवर्क वर्ल्ड बैंक का हमें $2 बिलियन का एक पैकेज मिला है, 1/3 of which is available on climate change, well then let's use it up. Or Dr. Saab is working on a 100-day plan with the Prime Minister to bring that sense of urgency as to how we how we take this forward. So I think from our perspective, in terms of structural reforms, we very much want to stay the course, and in these two areas we absolutely need course correction, bring a sense of urgency, and we look forward to getting your feedback, your views, your ideas as you deliberate on a number of these topics over the next couple of days. Once again, I'm very grateful for the kind invitation by the organizers. It's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Ji.